Alrighty, so it looks like we are live. So excited to be here. And ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm very excited because we're going to be talking about the Leadership Development Program. And everybody, I'm Berenice Castillo, and I am the founder and CEO at Military Spouse Advocacy Network. And I'm very excited to have my team today with me. And I want them to introduce themselves. And this is the team that we work really hard to make sure that this program is a success. So I go to the next team member.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jennifer Fensel, and this year I am the Military Spouse Leadership Development Program Manager. And I'm excited to interact with all of you this year and welcome you to our Facebook Live.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Elaine Benavides, and hi, wherever you're tuning in, like Jennifer said, morning, afternoon, greetings. I'm Elaine Benavides. I'm the Military Spouse Leadership Development Program Coordinator. So I'm kind of helping with the LDP program with Berenice and Jennifer. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Elaine. Thank you so much, Jennifer. We wanted to do this Facebook Live on LinkedIn and other social media platforms that everybody is watching this on. And then, of course, if you get to see this later on, because we get a lot of emails with a lot of different questions regarding the application process, regarding letters of recommendations, regarding a lot of the things that we want to make sure that everybody is successful and that you're doing the best that you can with all the guidance that we have to offer so that it can be an easy process. So, but before we get into details, Elaine and Jennifer and I were very excited because I cannot believe that we just graduated 2023 cohort in November, and that we announced that this year we're having 2 cohorts, and here we are again. This is the final week to apply for the spring cohort of 2024. So I don't know, Jennifer, you were with us last year. Elaine is going to be, this is her first year. She volunteered in a different role last year with LDP, but I cannot believe that we are here in this cohort this year, 2 cohorts, and thanks to the support of USAA. And, you know, we're excited because everybody gets to see the value of this program. And not only because it's a wonderful program, but because it's needed and it's shown with the amount of applications that we are receiving. So I don't know, Jennifer and Elaine, if you guys want to say something about how you feel about it. I mean, from just graduating to now, here we are again, final week of applications.
It's so exciting, Berenice, and we had such a wonderful cohort last year. I was really impressed with everyone's insights and their participation. The wonderful thing also is that so many of them had the opportunity to connect with each other on our hub and then on additional platforms outside of that as well. I've been talking to some folks that went through the cohort last year, and they're so excited to implement all of the learning that they had. They're utilizing all of this as they move forward in their desired areas of concern for their communities, whether it's local or nationally or globally based. And then they're inputting that information and that learning into their personal lives, their professional lives, with their families. And so the holistic approach that this learning development program has for the next cohort really truly can be implemented immediately as the learning is occurring. And then those offshoot conversations that are had, you know, during the cohort, after the cohort, on the hub, it's just wonderful to see. And I'm so excited that, yes, we did just kind of finish up the wrap up of everything last year, and we're hitting the ground running in 2024 with Bernice. Tell everybody, this is cohort 1 of 2024, right?
Yes, this is cohort 1. And then, of course, we'll have another one in the fall. right now we have applications open for this cohort that we will start. I mean, all the details are on our website, and I know all the links and everything are being posted on social media channels right now. So go ahead and take a look so you can so that you know the dates when we start, what is the module 1 through 4 graduation, all of that. But yes, I mean, we'll have one in the spring, one in the fall, so we'll be going back to back. And the beautiful thing about it is that we continue to graduate more military spouses that are committing to support their community. And I'll tell you that not everybody comes into this program thinking, oh, I have this big project to implement to our community. It's not that what we're looking for. What we're looking for is that this training is going to help you individually within you as a leader at home, at work, in your community. How are you going to implement the skills that you're going to learn, and how, because we pay it forward. Something that we do, and there's sometimes we don't realize, is that everything that we know, we end up implementing within our neighbors, our peers, our community without even knowing. So when you learn the kind of leadership training that MSLDP is teaching to others, it's actually having the domino effect that it's not just helping 50 people, it's helping them, their families, their employers, their community, and we end up reaching to a higher ground than what we're thinking in just 50 people. That's why it's so competitive, kind of like what you guys were saying earlier. It's such a competitive program because you're getting training from the NPLI, which is the National Preparedness Leadership Initiative at Harvard University. And you get the training directly from the co-founders, directors, instructors from Harvard University, from NPLI. And they come and give you their best, not just their experience as the professionals, but also because the training is so molded into the military lifestyle. And something that we don't consider a lot of the times is that we have to learn how to lead in crisis. Our lifestyle can be a little bit chaotic. Our situations, it's always bringing something. So we kind of live in a crisis mode. So learning about crisis, leadership in crisis, how to communicate with others, and how to have those tough conversations, conflict resolution, all those awesome things that you get to learn. And then, of course, we have the certificate from Psych Hub on Mental Health Ally, which means that you get to train to become a mental health ally and be able to hold conversations with your peers that are dealing with any kind of distress. A lot of the times we feel that we want to help everybody. Sometimes we cannot hold the tough conversations. Not all of us are equipped to be able to hold those conversations that other spouses are needing to have. So this training that is part of MSLDP is teaching you the skills and the knowledge of how to have those conversations, how to help a peer or anybody within their community that is dealing with a mental health distress or someone that needs assistance. So that was a little bit of an overview of everything you get to see with the MSLDP. And then we have amazing guest speakers, right, Jen? We had some really good ones last year.
Yeah, and I'm not going to spill the beans on all of the guest speakers, but what I will say, the most exciting part for me is that we had folks joining us from around the world. We had folks joining in from Germany, from Hawaii, from all over the continental United States. So it doesn't matter where in the world you're living with your service member and your family, you can apply and you can be able to join us. It's completely virtual. Everything on the Psych Hub is accessible virtually as well. So you get this beautiful professional development, this amazing crisis leadership. And you don't have to be just on the East Coast or the West Coast. You can be anywhere around the world, because we know that when our servicemen and women get orders, when our spouses get orders, we go where the nation needs us, and we kind of bloom where we're planted, and we try and leave that place better. And what better way to learn how to, dust everything off and leave it immaculate when you walk out the door than to join a group of spouses who are ready and willing to participate in this and to seek the value and to compete for this selective opportunity.
Yes, and right now that we're talking about that, I want you guys to know that we have many different options for you guys. Don't think that you're on your own. Some of our wonderful alumni came back to volunteer to become a mentor for you guys, to give you assistance, such as what is the program, what it's all about, what is it that they learn, but also help you through the process. And I know that we are close to the deadline this Friday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, p.m. Eastern time. It is the deadline, and after that, we won't be taking any more applications until the fall. But there's still time for you to be able to sign up so that you can get a mentor, so that you can find out a little bit more what the program is about and how it's helping them, their peers. I mean, we see on LinkedIn, everybody keeps talking about, even 2 months later, people are still talking about the impact that this program had in their lives, and how they are applying the tools and the skills that they learn, which is so wonderful to know. So you're not alone in this process. Please let us know if you need any assistance with it. But right now that we're talking about the application, ladies, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about into the specifics of the application. There are some questions that have a limited amount of words that you can enter, and some other ones do not. So I'm gonna let Jennifer talk a little bit about that. And then we'll go to the next question that we kind of like always get from applicants about the process.
Yes. So when you first go into the link, you're going to be asked to set up a profile. And the profile is not the only thing that you're going to do. Make sure you fill that out completely and submit it, and then go on to complete the application. Some of our questions in the application do have a word limit. What we're looking for is for you to be succinct and specific in answering that question, making sure that we know exactly what you need us to know regarding that particular question. You'll notice later on that there are questions there where it's an open-ended format. You can go into as much detail as you see fit on those particular questions to fill us in on all the nitty-gritty. Let us know exactly what you've done, what you're looking to be able to do, how this program is going to help you to get to where you'd like to be. Remember also, you're going to be submitting a resume. And so those resume points are going to, enhance all of the questions that you're answering. And then you're going to have letters of recommendation as well from folks who are in your life, whether they're personally known, professionally known. And when we say professionally, it's not just a job. It's not only a job. It could be that you're volunteering, and that is a professional opportunity that you're seeking out. So make sure that you're connecting with those who you're volunteering with, maybe someone who's supervising you as a volunteer. And that is an excellent person to request a letter of recommendation from. They know how passionate you are about what you're doing. They know how invested you are in your community. And again, they can add as much detail as they see fit in describing everything that you've done over the course of however many months or years you've been connected to them, so that we can see all of the things that you've been doing and how you've been connecting to your community, how you're striving to make it better, and how you're building on the base of what you've learned wherever you are, and looking to the future on how you can help on the scale that you're helping now, or even on a larger scale.
Yes. Thank you for that, Jennifer. And so true. I mean, the more that we get to read about you, the better that we're going to be able to picture you and see, oh, this is so and so, this is Susan. And with everything that I read within the application, the letter of references, I get to see who she is, what she's trying to accomplish, what is it that she needs, and how this program is going to help her. One of the questions that we get a lot as well is if the letter of recommendation needs to come from a big name. We are not looking for a letterhead that is coming from one of the service branches. We are not looking at titles. We are looking about whoever is signing or giving us a letter of recommendation knows you personally, knows you professionally, and that is all the details that is gonna give us that we need to create that picture of you. So don't worry about that it's coming from the department of so-and-so, or that it's signed by a CEO. We do not give extra points because of that. We give the extra points because of what the content of the letter, and that is helping us to see you and who you are. Another question that we get a lot too is the what about if I don't have enough leadership experience? What about if I don't have something big? Something that we looking for is for someone to have all the leadership experience. We do not give you extra points or deduct any points if you have a master. So we're not, none of those things are giving you a spot into those 50 seats. What is going to give you the spot is, once again, for us to be able to identify is, well, how is this training going to help you? If it's someone that is starting a journey with the leadership, you're a younger spouse, but you're looking for opportunities for education to get leadership training, because, and then you're going to give us a picture of why is this needed? How is this program going to help you? If it's someone that has a lot of leadership training, then let us know, how is this additional training going to help you and those around you? So I don't want people to think that we're looking for someone to have this amazing, wonderful project that is ready to be implemented, or someone that is ready to change the world in one day. I mean, between all of us, we'll be able to change the world. But we don't want anybody to think that we're looking for big, giant ideas, or that we're looking for people with experience within leadership, that we're looking for people that has higher education. What we're looking for is for a military spouse, regardless of the background. We're looking for a military spouse that wants to improve their skills, that wants to support the community, that wants to be able to support. And what I mean by community, keep in mind that sometimes the skills that you're learning, you can bring them to your work. And you have a team of people that you work with. And now you're sharing your skills with them. That is your community. So don't think that it's just within your neighborhood or the military installation. It's your own community within work, within where you live, within PTO, with anywhere, but that it's going to influence those that you are around with, and that you're going to help them to even learn what you learn and share what you know. So when we're continuing to say about how is this going to help you and how will you share with your community, we're talking professionally, personally, at home, you name it. So that's one of the questions that we get a lot, such as, well, what about if I don't have enough experience in leadership? What about if I don't have like a big project? That's not exactly what we're looking for. And this is why it's so important that you are so detailed within your answers, because I think there was a question, I didn't get to read the question very carefully on social media, but it was talking about how can they get to stand out. And right now I'm going to give it to Elaine so she can help us a little bit with that. But the more that you gave us, the more that we get to see Susan, the more that we can picture you, that's going to help a lot. And Elaine helped us volunteering prior as a review committee member. So she kind of knows what is it that a review member is looking for. So Elaine, thank you for giving us your feedback on that role. Not this year.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, in the last application round, I was able to review, and I was blown away with just the quality of applicants. I'm so proud of our military spouses, of what they're doing and what they vision and how they want to use this opportunity to grow their community and help their communities. I was astounded. I was really impressed that these are our military spouses, so proud of them, coming from all sorts of different backgrounds, different military branches. And to bring it back around to the application, you are competing with quite a heavy, competent pool of applicants. So I recommend just doing whatever it takes to help your application shine, whether that be proofreading a second or third time, or asking a mentor or someone that you really know can help your application shine, so that you can stand out there, so that you can get your message across. Things like grammar, incomplete statements, or one-line answers, they sometimes kind of take away from what you're trying to show us. And like I said, when you're competing with this pool that's very well qualified, it kind of takes away from your edge. And we're trying to help you get as much edge as you can, because it's between the cohort itself of advisors and speakers that you'll be working with, as well as your peers. You want to do your application justice. If grammar or language is not your strong suit, take a little time to ask a mentor, a teacher, or someone that you know can help fine-tune your application so that you're getting your message across as clear and as concise, especially in those answers or prompts that have a word count limitation. Go the extra mile is what I would recommend as a reviewer. It shows when you're just kind of or when you really have a passion and in helping.
The whole thing, and something to share with everybody.
That's what I
would
recommend.
Yeah, and something to tell everybody is that there are multiple review processes. Don't think that we see your application once. We don't. We have a large group of review members, and your application is reviewed more than once. That way we can give you a first shot, then not because somebody didn't really get to picture you very well, then you're not in it. We give your application more than one opportunity to be reviewed so that we can have a better picture from different reviewers. And the answers are eventually actually reading the questions, and then we get to talk about them when the time comes. But don't think that I'm not probably going to add a lot because I don't think they're going to be reading the whole thing. We have enough time to review every single one of them more than once and get to read all of your answers. And once again, like I said, once we have a better idea of what you told us, what your letters of recommendation are giving us, and within your experience and kind of like what is it that you need and how you want to implement what you're learning, it gives a full picture of you, of who you are. Since you don't have the opportunity to come and present your presentation in front of all of us to say, this is who I am, this is what I need this training, this is what I would like to do. We're giving it the opportunity to you in writing in many different ways, and not just coming from you, but even from those that know you. And like Elaine said, please don't hesitate to reach out to us so you can be assigned to a mentor, which it will be an alumni, or go to your own mentors or those that can help you to make sure that your application is actually showing us what we need to see. But is there anything else, like Jennifer, that you would like to share?
So I want to remind everyone that one of the requirements is, after you've completed all of this, is to also join our hub. Our online platform is a location where you'll be able to access and ask questions of the community that is there. We've got thousands of spouses on that platform interacting every day, posting questions, answering questions, and it's a good spot to be able to connect to someone and talk about this particular program and have the ability to reach out to folks in the hub and ask them questions as well. We do have our email that's associated with the MSLDP as well. You're always welcome to, shoot us a question. We respond pretty quickly to those questions, especially this week with the deadline coming up. I want you to take an overview of the timeline. Make sure that you're aware of every class that we are going to have over the course of the next couple of months. Participation and attendance is required. So if you know that you've got something happening on one of the days that we are in fact meeting, you can hold your application and submit it for the fall. We have multiple opportunities this year, so take advantage of that. Those days are set in stone. Those are the days that we are going to meet. We've already coordinated with all of the speakers and MPLI, so those dates are not going to change. And the deadline is Friday. It's Friday, February 2nd at 11:59 Eastern time. So we're coming up on it soon, and I'm just excited. I'm excited that we get to do this again, and I'm excited that we get to do it twice this year. I can't wait.
Yes, very, very exciting. And talking about those things, this is it is a virtual setting, but it is still a professional training. Not only from the instructors that come from Harvard University and from other agencies, we have panels and we have guest speakers at a DoD level, at all kinds of levels, you name it. So we treat this program that we should be treating, that is a professional setting. So I know it's virtual, and I know it can be kind of like, I just want to be comfortable because I kind of know my peers and it's kind of cool. which is great. We want you to be comfortable, but we want to make sure that it's treated professionally, because that's what it is. So we got to make sure that since it's virtual, it's very easily to get distracted and for everything to be a distractor. So we try to kind of keep the training sessions comfortable and nice, and making sure that you get breaks in between, and make sure that it's not becoming too much zoomed and now everybody's zoomed out. We want to make sure that we make it fun at the same time, so you can be engaged, but without having to lose that professional treatment that we should be giving to LDP, for respect of the guest speakers, the instructors, and of course our peers. So something to consider. And then of course, all the dates that you see on the website, that is something that is a commitment. If you said that you will be able to commit to that, is because we will not be able to make up for that date again. So if you miss one of those sessions, you missed it, and you will miss one entire full section of the leadership program. It's not just part of the class. Maybe next month they'll talk about it again. It's just a one time, and then the next month it will be continuation. The links to that topic that was taught, but it's not the same, and it's not like we're gonna continue, so you'll get to kind of like find out what it is. We know that our lifestyle can bring us different unexpected situations, and they can be emergencies. And if you are in the cohort and something happens and there is an emergency, we will work with you and we will figure it out. But it's something that we really want is everybody's commitment, because out of 1,000 applications, only 50 will be selected. So we expect the commitment and the dedication and the respect that this program deserves, because you were chosen out of 1,000 applicants. So we have had wonderful people, and we know all of you are deserved of this. You all deserve the seat. And this is why it's so hard for all of us. And I mean, Elaine had that situation last year when she was like, oh my goodness, they're all amazing. How can I just pick like the top whatever? It's so hard, because all of you deserve it, because all of you have wonderful ideas, and we know that you're going to use your skills to share with others. But unfortunately, we can only select 50 per cohort. But this year will be 2 cohorts. It will be 100 people at the end of the year. Yes. You want to share something, Elaine, before we go?
Oh, yes, I might go down. Thank you.
I think we're having a little delay with Elaine.
Yes.
Can you hear us, Elaine?
And for the mediation.
Okay, yeah, we're having a little delay. I'm sorry, Berenice. Yes. I'm excited. Yes, like you said, it's tough to make those final selections. I wish we could open it up to all the applicants, but right now we're at 50 still, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so you want to do, I mean, like Berenice said, there are so many deserving applicants out there, and I wish we could give a seat to everyone, but good luck. And again, if something comes up and you're not able to commit to this cohort or not selected, please remember that we have another additional cohort coming up. And if it's something you need to do on your resume or within your community, stay involved so that when these opportunities come up, you can apply with confidence and know that you have, what it takes, and to play it forward with your community, and just stay involved. If this is not your cohort for whatever reason, we have another one coming up, and good luck to everyone.
Thank you so much, Elaine. Yes, it's so exciting. We hope to see your application. You have a week left, well, a few days before Friday at 11:59 Eastern Time. And but we're here to help you. Don't hesitate to send us an email if you don't want to get a mentor, but you have a question or two, or you need a little bit of guidance. Don't hesitate to send us an email, and one of the three of us will answer you and provide you the support. We just want you to know that you're not alone in this process, and we'll do everything that we can to help you. And kind of like Elaine and Jennifer have been saying, we are excited about this year because we have 2 cohorts. We said last year, we hope that very soon we can offer more than 1 cohort, and here we are with 2 this year. So I'm going to say it again. I hope the next year we can bring more than 2 and be able to provide this opportunity to more spouses than what we're doing now. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We are looking forward to reviewing all the applications. We hope that you don't get discouraged. We hope that this Q&A session is actually giving you more empowerment and feeling more excited to say, you know what, I'm going to send in my application. What can happen? And if it doesn't happen this time, don't feel discouraged. Not because you are not selected doesn't mean that you're not there. That doesn't mean any of that. Maybe that what it means is probably that we can help you a little bit to make sure probably the application need a little bit of love, maybe the little recommendations and a show, a picture that we were looking for, or you name it. So we can help you for the next cohort and hopefully be a little bit stronger candidate. But don't let any of this be a discouragement. This is just unfortunately part of the process, but we're looking for ways to be able to bring this opportunity to more military spouses because all of you are change makers and all of you are looking for opportunities to improve yourselves, to help your families, to help your communities. So thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much, Elaine. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for being with me. I have an amazing team. And then, of course, Whitney, I'm sure will come back in 2024 to be part of the program. And she's amazing at what she does with helping us with the MCing area side of the LDP program. So Whitney, we're excited that you will be working with us again this year. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And we're here to help you. You're not alone in this process. So take care. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye, ladies.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Thanks for